Biology with Dr. E.
Now let's look at ATP. ATP is described as the energy currency of the body. Chemical energy released when glucose is broken down is usually captured in the form of ATP, also called adenosine triphosphate. And ATP directly powers chemical reactions in cells. The role of ATP is to provide an immediate usable form of energy needed by body cells. In terms of its structure, ATP is an adenine containing RNA nucleotide with 2 additional phosphate groups. ATP consists of an adenine containing RNA nucleotide with 3 phosphate groups in its tail. The high energy phosphate bond in the phosphate group can be hydrolyzed to release energy. When the terminal phosphate group of ATP is cleaved off, energy is released to do cellular work. The remaining molecule is now adenosine diphosphate, or ADP, which has 2 phosphate groups. When the terminal phosphate group is cleaved off, ADP, more energy is released. The remaining molecule is now adenosine monophosphate, or AMP, with 1 phosphate group. Adenine bound to ribose collectively represents adenosine. This figure shows 3 examples of cellular work driven by ATP. Figure A shows how energy from ATP is used to power cellular transport work. ATP phosphorylates transport proteins, activating them to transport solids such as ions through membrane proteins so they can cross the cell membrane. In Figure B, ATP is used to power cellular mechanical work. ATP phosphorylates contractile proteins in muscle cells so the muscle cells can contract or shorten. In Figure C, energy from ATP is used to power cellular chemical work. ATP phosphorylates key reactants, providing the energy to drive chemical reactions that consume the energy from ATP. For instance, the energy causes 2 separate reactants labeled A and B to join together and form the product AB. In all 3 cases here, you can see that after ATP releases energy, it yields ADP, or adenosine diphosphate, and an inorganic phosphate group.